Hello everybody. Right, we'll just recap on where we left off last time with Ripple, which was that I do expect it to come down below 20 cents, and my lowest I would expect to see it would be around 16 cents. And I get a lot of hate for these sort of videos. I know that a lot of people love XRP, and I love XRP. You know, it did me very well in the previous bull market. Let's face it, it was probably the best coin you could get, really. But at the moment, it's certainly not the best coin, and by telling you this, it comes as no pleasure to tell you this, but it does, and there is a signal that I've found here on this coin, as well as all major alts, to suggest that there's another big pullback coming, and I would say that we're likely to be coming down into the teens anyway. Let's just put it that way. We're going to be going down into the teens. Now, is that an area for you to buy it at? Probably, yeah. Will it go lower than that? It might do, but I think it's quite unlikely that it'll go lower than 16 cents. But anything's possible. We have to wait to see if 20 cents breaks, and if it certainly does break, we're going to be coming down into the teens, and I expect 16 would be the lowest we'll find it. Maybe we could look at buying it back at that point. If you're unaware of how the Ichimoku cloud works, being beneath the cloud is never a good sign. Being on a bearish trend for quite a while now, bit of an underperformer, let's just face it, with XRP. But that it doesn't mean things can't pick up. The first time I ever bought XRP, I bought it around about almost 3 cents, and it stayed at 3 cents, or even went lower. It went a lot lower in the time that I held it. I held it for best part of a year before I saw significant returns on it, and then when I found my returns on it, I'd made 100x. So just because things are looking bad now doesn't mean things are going to be bad in the future. So like I say, a bit of hopium for you there, but technical analysis does speak to us. It speaks to us all. That's the reason why it's there. It doesn't mean that it's 100% accurate. Nothing ever is. Of course it's not. Anything could happen, but at the moment it does seem to be telling us that there's going to be a big drop. That big drop is signified by being beneath this cloud, which is how it works. Being beneath the cloud being red, spotting a long-term trend with the Ichimoku cloud, and then having a cross beneath the red, which is what we've had here, would signify a big sell-off. Now, that big sell-off isn't this one here. That's just a taster. The big sell-off is yet to come, and it will look pretty nasty. It will take us below 20 cent, and then we'll have to see how far it takes us as a result of that. And like I say, 16 is where I imagine it to be picking up roughly around 16 cent. So just a few other little bits and bobs that we're looking at here. We've got all the indicators now with your moving averages are spread out in exactly the way you would expect them to spread if we're in a bear market, which is what we've got. I'm not saying we're in a bear market, but I'm saying it looks bearish. It looks like something wants to happen, and it probably will be happening quite significantly. So all indicators that I would use to spot a long-term trend would suggest that we're coming down. We've got a MACD beneath the 0 point, even though we've got a bit of bullish divergence, but we're still beneath the 0 point, so it doesn't mean anything right now. There's no cross, the histogram's beneath the 0. There is chance that we will move up ever so slightly to test certain areas, but we're being rejected here twice now on the centre of the Bollinger Band, which is around about 26 cent. If we could get back up there again, I would again expect the resistance to kick in, and again a pullback, and over time, which might not be that long now, but over time break that 20 cent area. The fact is that this cloud is going to be a resistance for us as well, and quite significant resistance to break through. You can see from this first attempt to get above it, we were rejected right from the top. I mean, that's no coincidence. That's what it's there for, and we came all the way back down, way beneath it. Big sell-off alongside Bitcoin, obviously. And even though we've had big runs here, these are quite significant runs. We're being rejected from the center, and I would also, as that center now coincides with the cloud, I would expect a rejection from there. So any idea of where you want to be shorting this coin at, this could be a prime area around about 26.2, 26.3 cent would be a great area to short this from, considering we are expecting a big fall with this to perhaps maybe as low as 16 cent. Anyway, that's my XRP for you, so feel free to dislike this video. I know I probably will get many dislikes on this one, but it's just one of those things. If the chart looked different to this, I would be reporting it differently. And it's only a matter of time before the chart does look the inverse of this, okay? And then we can all start getting excited about XRP. But at the moment, there's nothing to be excited about other than a good opportunity to short this down to perhaps as low as 16 cents. Anyway, thanks for watching. I hope you have a nice day, and take it easy.